What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jo, and today we're going to be reacting to 1090 Jake. So 1090 Jake, he is about to be explaining the Foolio case, everything that went on and that's going on currently in the Foolio case of his passing. So we're going to react to this and let's see about this video.
Foolio trial is gonna leave some Jacksonville drill fans disappointed as Foolio's best friend Kenny Caps exposes himself as a rat. 24-year-old Robert Howard, aka Kenny Caps, is a Jacksonville rapper from the north side with a reputation of being a stand-up gangster from a young age. At only 16, he'd be arrested for headshotting a 19-year-old gang rival at a high school football game.
This crime scene remains in Jamila Murphy's mind forever. It's where her son, Joe Adams, was shot and killed after a Rains high school football game in 2018. What are these Adams was shot in Jamila Murphy's mind forever. It's where her son, Joe Adams, was shot and killed after a Rains high school football game in 2018.
What have these past few years been like for you and your family?
It's been hell, emotional.
Now, Robert Howard is sentenced to manslaughter and aggravated battery in Adams' death. He was originally charged with second-degree and first-degree murder, but it was reduced after eyewitnesses recanted their statements. The state attorney's office says roughly 200 people were in the area of the shooting, but no one would come forward.
They won't go to the police and tell the police what happened, but then they talk to other people about it.
According to Howard's original arrest report, the incident was gang-related, and he was listed as a gang member. Over the years, Murphy says people posted these videos, damaging her son's grave. She's also heard her son's death mocked by rappers in music videos.
Yeah, ain't that Rod K? I mean, I don't really know nothing about the Jacksonville drill, but ain't that the Rod K dude they be dissing?
They refer to him as Spaz.
Spaz. Okay.
Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. If you've ever needed access to $80, you can get access to your funds more on top of their finances. Now, Gerard Adams, the victim, was known as Spaz and affiliated with the gang 1200. And this would all come full circle as 1200 is now held responsible for killing Foolio. Rumors would spread throughout the city of Jacksonville that it wasn't Kenny, it was actually Bibby who fired the shot that killed Spaz. Because no one could prove it, Kenny was credited in the streets with a body and the respect of holding it down as he took the case to the chin, later being found guilty of manslaughter. Bibby would never be arrested, it's unclear if he was ever investigated, and he'd later be murdered. So why was Kenny testifying in the Foolio case? He was with Foolio the night he was killed, celebrating his birthday, popping out at clubs, and standing at the scene in disbelief after Foolio had been obliterated by gunfire. 24 hours after the shooting, Kenny was grabbed by the feds for a separate drug case. He's been in custody ever since, and this is his first time speaking out.
Do you have a nickname?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your nickname?
Kenny Caps.
Were you present with the victim, Charles Jones, on the night that he was killed?
Yes, ma'am.
And who is Charles Jones to you?
Close friend.
How long have you known him?
All my life.
Now the state would begin asking Kenny about his previous shooting case, if he ever cooperated, or hinted at anyone else being responsible.
Have you been approached at all, or ever during the pendency of your time in custody on manslaughter, about becoming a witness in the case against another possible shooter?
No, ma'am.
Did you ever make a statement to law enforcement in that case about anyone else from either side?
No, ma'am.
Was there another individual who has been associated to 6 Block that was present with you on the night of Spaz's death?
Yes, ma'am.
And who was that?
Agent Gaynor Jr.
Who is that?
Was he arrested as well when you were arrested the next week?
No, ma'am.
Did he stay out of custody?
Yes, ma'am.
And ultimately, in the months that followed your arrest, was Mr. Gaynor killed?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you receive some type of benefit or notoriety for not making a statement against anyone in that particular case?
Yes, ma'am. It was rumors about who actually pulled the trigger in that case. So, me not saying nothing gave me that honor or that fame.
The prosecutor would play a little bit of courtroom chess in this next clip as she asks if Kenny is a documented gang member before asking him about other gangs.
Were you certified as a gang member when you were originally arrested for the manslaughter of Joe Adams or Spaz?
Yes, ma'am.
And what gang were you associated to?
PCE.
PCE, is that Problem Child Entertainment?
Yes, ma'am.
Do individuals that were associated with PCE start gaining popularity under the moniker 6 Block?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I want to ask you a very direct question. Are you going to tell me at any point during the course of your testimony today that 6 Block is a gang?
No, ma'am.
Will you ever admit that?
No, ma'am.
Will you tell me if 1200 is a gang?
No, ma'am.
Will you tell me if ATK is a gang?
No, ma'am.
That's never going to happen.
Never.
Are you familiar with the statutes in Florida defining gang membership?
No, ma'am.
The statute itself does not matter to you, it sounds like?
No, ma'am.
Now, Kenny did what Gunna failed to do. He'd yes ma'am the lady to death, but he denies 6 Block or even his enemies from 1200 were in fact a gang. But it doesn't really matter because under the Florida statute, to be documented, you only need to match 2 or more things. They admit they're in a gang, a parent, guardian, or spouse identifies them as in a gang, an informant or evidence shows they're a gang member, clothes, hand signs, tattoos, associates with gang members, observed with gang members more than 4 times, and they use gang language, codes, or symbols. So while Kenny said these hoods weren't gangs, he also said they use hand signs, while the rest is pretty much obvious. And in the eyes of the Florida law, it's all one and the same. The state would now begin to talk about Rashad Murphy, how him and Kenny spoke prior to the shooting, and this is where the biggest piece of evidence comes from Kenny.
What are you talking to Mr. Murphy about?
Stuff in Jacksonville, my prior case.
Was Mr. Murphy related to the victim of that case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he tell you he was related to the victim of that case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he tell you what the relationship was?
Yes, ma'am.
What did he say the relationship was?
That was his brother.
And what are you talking about specifically about your prior case?
Who actually killed Gerard Adams. Stuff like that.
From the time that you come back and find Charles Jones at the Black Charger early morning on the 23rd,
yes,
to
ma'am.
the time that you get arrested by the feds,
yes, ma'am.
Did you have contact with Rashad Murphy?
Yes, ma'am.
In what way?
He texted me.
And what did he say?
He forgives me.
Do y'all understand what this man just said? Ghost, aka Rashad Murphy, reached out to him before the shooting, asking who really killed his brother Spaz. Then after they killed Foolio, he texted Kenny saying, "I forgive you," basically letting him know, "I know you didn't kill Spaz, Bibby did, and he's dead. And now Foolio's dead, so all is forgiven."
And did he say anything else?
Stuff like he seen me.
Where?
Walking down the stairs of the club, I guess. So he seen me by the club. Seen me at the club.
Did he say what you were doing at the club when he saw you?
He said I was paying attention.
That you were or were not paying attention?
I were.
Then did he make any statements about the actual home to suites, the homicide scene, the location?
Yeah. He said that was him in front of that car.
Did you have any idea what he was talking about?
I kind of did, yes, ma'am.
He'd then tell Kenny he saw him at the club prior to the shooting, letting Kenny know that he was hunting, and Rashad would admit that it was him in front of that car opening fire. Now call Rashad a dumbass all you want, fair game, but the most important thing here is Kenny is testifying that Rashad reached out to him prior, asking him who really killed his brother, and then now he's testifying that Rashad said, "I forgive you," right after Julio got killed. Told him, "I saw you at the club, you were on point," and told him that was me in front of that car. But Kenny's cooperation didn't start in trial. Back when he was first arrested by the feds, Hillsborough County investigators went to see him and he identified Rashad Murphy by photo lineup.
You said that you yourself were provided with the Tampa Police Department form for the photo array lineup, is that correct?
Right.
And that is after you read it, correct?
That's after I read, I made sure he understood each line.
Number two, the photograph that he was able to identify?
Yes.
And what is this down here under the number 2?
Under the number 2 is the date. So I'll start from left to right. On the left, it's got RH, which was the initials that he used to sign that he understood. The date, which was 8/12 of 25. And then in parentheses, that's what he identified this person in the photo as.
While flat out snitching against Rashad is obviously the more shocking part of this video, Kenny would put an end to the Jacksonville drill lore, as he also clarified it was Bibby who killed Spaz, not him.
You recall giving a sworn statement on August 4th of 2025, right?
Correct.
Your federal or your defense attorney in your federal case was there.
Correct.
Members of the state attorney's office was there.
Correct.
I believe Detective Ramos of TPD was there.
Correct.
And you were placed under oath to tell the truth, like you were today.
Correct.
Right? And during that interview, you indicated that I basically took the rap for my best friend. But he ended up essentially getting killed shortly thereafter.
Correct.
Dang, Bibby.
Correct.
So
The process.
So Bibby was the one that
prosecutor would point out Kenny has had 3 federal continuances before sentencing because he chose to testify in the hopes that his cooperation will put him in a good light in the federal courtroom. And while it might do that, his cooperation has deemed him no good on any federal yard, meaning he could be stabbed if sent to the wrong facility. And it isn't because he committed a crime and told on his friends. It's because he watched his best friend, who he'd known all his life, get gunned down in front of him, and he was now a witness. But this is the reality of the streets. Under the street codes and laws that were never written down, just passed by word of mouth, you're not allowed to testify. You're not allowed to do anything that he's doing right now. Confirming that he spoke to Rashad Murphy. At one point, he confirmed he spoke to Isaiah, saying that he was trying to just get information out of him to
bro, that
find out what
that shit really crazy, bro. He really told
was going on in Jacksonville. You're saying that 1200 isn't a gang, but then you're also confirming how they throw up their hood, which is part of how they identify gangs, right? He said, oh, I never told anybody that Bibby did it, but then the prosecutor corrected him. No, on this date, you actually did. And then he was like, yeah, correct, I did.
Damn.
You can tell he really wanted to testify in the best way possible, but there's no best way of doing so, because whatever points you're trying to get from this, it's not gonna come from being uncooperative at the end of the day. And that's the part that's gonna fuck him over when it comes to federal prison, because you didn't do a crime and, you know, snitch on your boys, which is typically the internet's widespread definition of snitching. But snitching is trying to get yourself out of a situation by throwing someone else under the bus. That's what he's doing here. He's trying to make himself look better in his Fed case to get a more lenient sentence by throwing Rashad Murphy under the bus. And this is just the way things play out. But hey, let me know y'all thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
Hey man, shout out to 1090 Jake, man. Did he testify? I mean, like, yeah. He basically, he told him everything. I mean, he didn't tell him everything, but he told him. He told him this man literally said he was in front of the V. He the one blowing the blick right in front of the V, gang. He the one. I just seen y'all. I'm hunting for y'all, like he just said. So, man, that shit crazy, man. I want you guys to comment down below and tell me how you guys feel about this situation. Peace.